Hello and welcome to another episode of Shop Happenings. Today, we're going to look at the leg again. This has been a great project for us. If you saw in the last video, we shipped 206 of the pivot pins. Remember, there's one in the knee and there's one in the ankle down here. These parts we finished recently. We shipped them on, I believe it was February 9. So these parts are done, they're finished, we've shipped them off. We're very excited about that. The grant we received from Harbor Freight Tools for Schools allowed us to do this project and help out Brian Copes in Chickasaw, Alabama. And we're making these parts for people in Latin America. This has been just absolutely wonderful for my students, wonderful for our school, wonderful for our community. Right now I'm standing in front of our OKK VM4. This was donated by Stork H&E Turbo Blading in Ithaca, New York. They were very gracious in donating this to us about 10 years ago. This machine we're going to use primarily to make the leg bones, and I have one here that we've already got started. These parts are relatively simple. They are a hollow tube, lots of holes in them. This first operation we've done, we've already drilled a larger diameter hole and a smaller diameter hole. We did all these in one operation. We also cut them to length, all in our machine here. You're going to see that in this video. We haven't started the other parts yet that go in here, but that will also be included in the video, and that's the bayonet piece, or the piece that's here, that'll go into the part with the holes in them. We have to custom make a vice jaw. You'll see a little bit of that as well. That custom made vice jaw is going to allow us to index this part so that we can drill holes in this side that are exactly perpendicular to these holes. And they're also offset, so this can be an adjustable leg. So this is a really exciting time for us. We hope to have these done in the next couple weeks. I hope you enjoy this video, and please stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching.
So you're going to say you want to slow it down more, like you're going to fix this corner? We still have to make our second pass on the already physical code.
Second pass again on that one. That's what we're really cool. Here we are at our OKK VM4. If we walk up to our machine, we're going to see two pins. These two pins have been put in by a student. What they're going to do is allow us to index our part. These two pins have been specifically made to be pressed into these vice jaws. There's two matching pins back here. These happen to be a larger diameter. And the reason for that is our part has gone through once already. So we've machined this part to length, and we've popped some holes in this. Notice that these holes are larger than those holes. So what this does is our vice jaw allows us to put this part in so that these holes line up here, and they just slide on, and it's a really snug fit because it has to be, because it indexes our part. And then this moving vice jaw will get moved in. It'll engage the larger holes, and that will allow our vice to be tightened down. It indexes our part not only this way, but it also indexes our part this way. So we have both our rotational, or our A-axis is taken care of, and we also have our X-axis taken care of. So that way this part's indexed correctly, so that the holes that we put in here will be perpendicular to the holes that are put in here, and they will be offset the correct distance. You want to start putting stuff together?
Air stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how to shut that off, right? The last step of our process that you're going to see in the video is we're going to take this block, which we cut a slot in, put 2 socket head cap screws in, and what this is going to allow us to do is take this piece, which is the inner shin bone. It needs 2 holes drilled with a counter bore. This will fit into our block. Oops, that end's got a burr. This will fit into our block. As that fits into the block, sometimes we have to take a piece of paper and put in here as a shim. And the reason we're doing that is all of these are slightly different. The tube we're using actually had a different interior diameter every time. So we're custom making these. When we made the block based on the largest one of these inner shin bones we have so that it would accommodate it. And we found that by putting a piece of paper in here, when we tighten this down, this becomes rigid in its hold on this part. The reason it's in this block is that we have to drill 2 holes, one here and then one perpendicular to it a 1/2 inch away. So what we've done, and you'll see this in the video, is the student will put this into our vise and that'll lay nice and flat. That block's square. We'll then take a piece of 1/2 inch shim. We'll put that in here before our work stop so that this slides over to that shim. We will drill the first hole. We'll then loosen the vise back up, take the part out, turn it 90 degrees, put it back in, and we'll slide it to the work stop again, and we'll drill the hole. And that gets these 2 holes in this part the right distance away.